Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 40 as I always do before I play any games. Slightly later stream today, but not too bad. I'm about a minute and a half in here. Let's go. So yesterday went very well with the puzzle streak portion. I think I've been doing a little bit better on average. 40 is now not. I mean, well, I get some bad days, right? But overall, 40 doesn't seem too terrible to do. So I can pick up his rook here. This will give black two pieces to have to worry about. He does have a check though, so I should probably take the bishop. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. The check didn't matter. I would have just taken the bishop. I don't know why I got confused there. Okay. Just as I gave that speech, you know. Come on, mouse. Just as I gave that speech. Take here. Should be a mate here. Yeah, this should be winning. Check. Oh, I could just pick up the rook right off the bat. Okay. Okay, should be with the queen, just mate in two. Check. And then mate in two, mate in three. 1, 2. Actually, it's not mate in three. But we're picking up the queen on the following move. Okay. Fork. Huh? I mean, the only thing that makes sense to me is bishop f3 and then bring up the king. That was a weird one. So check. And then what? Bishop g3? I don't think I like this one if it's just bishop g3. I hate that one. I hate that puzzle. So I can take here. No, we take here, and then I didn't actually account for this, but we're up a piece, so I think we just go king d3. So take and then bishop f4. There's f6. But then I have d4. Okay, he doesn't defend it. And check. He can't take because I take his queen. Check is, we're picking up his bishop. Should be good. And take and then check. Attack. Which rook to attack e7? Hello, Silver Sun. Which rook to attack e7? I'm a little nervous to use this rook because then there's back rank issues. But you would, yeah, you think we need to attack e7, so rook e2. But is there a way that I can, yeah, because yeah, so it's got to be rook e2. Yeah, I've been doing 40 for a while. Almost thinking about going to 41. Why does this is the weakest. I'm not a coffee connoisseur, but this is the weakest coffee I've ever had. It's been tasting weaker and weaker. It is instant and it is decaf, but even so, it tastes like water. It tastes like water. It has got no flavor. I'm kind of curious to get a coffee from like Tim Hortons or something. I haven't bought coffee I literally have not bought coffee in maybe, I don't even know how long, 6 or 7 years, maybe longer. I've never, so it's probably 1 million times better than this essentially hot water that I'm drinking. Okay, anyways, yeah, we're doing it this way, and then we take on e7. He's got a check, but it's no problem, so we just take. Queen should be trapped with just rook b1 but that hangs the knight, so we might have knight a4. This is the other typical way to do it. So knight a4 should trap his queen. And yeah, that looks to be good. I'm just verifying. I don't see any trickery. So yeah, we win the queen. So we are black. Okay, so I think we take on e7 here, but with which piece? With the rook. If he takes the knight, we take his rook. If he takes the rook, we take the knight. You take the good, you take the bad. You can, okay, no. My viewers are too young to know that reference. And, well, it's a queen. We have to take it. Nothing else makes remotely any sense. And we oh my God, why did I do that? As soon as they get confident, I got to start over now. Oh, man. It was the singing. The singing should have been the hint. It's the first sign of overconfidence. I sing I sing the Facts of Life 80s sitcom lyrics, and then yeah, it was right in front of me. The overconfidence. Once the singing commences, I should have slowed down. Yeah, that was rough because I was actually having a really good run there. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet here a little bit so I can focus. Hmm. Hook mate. Or winning the queen. Is the queen enough, though? Actually, no, it's just a hook mate. Okay, caught up a little bit. Where is everybody tonight? What is it? Sunday night? It is a slightly later stream, but it's weird how it just dies sometimes. Nobody joins. It's I don't know why that happens. Yeah, I think I just want to take on B2, because how does he stop mate on G2? Oh, that's how. So check, and then are we just happy? Are we just happy to win that rook? Because really, is that all we're getting out of here? Nothing else makes sense. So, but I don't like that puzzle. I don't like that one. Okay, black has 2 queens, so we have to give checkmate, essentially. And looks like we should start with the queen. This is forced, and then mate. So it's mate in 2. 1, 2. And I think we have a check, mate in 3. Am I that good? 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! And look at this, boys and girls. We take the rook. Boom, 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 boom. Come on. Okay, we are white. I can win the rook on A8. How do you say? Takes, check. Just verifying, but that'll put us up. A bishop. He's got a lot of pawns. He does have a lot of pawns, but we have a bishop there. So I don't love this puzzle because he's got a lot of pawns there. And we have to go here to avoid the fork on G5. Yeah, I don't love that one though, because that assessment is not easy to assess that. Okay, we are black. So this is actually requires some endgame knowledge. We take, and then our king can move freely. Yeah, so we take, and then the king can move freely. And we are black. The hardest part is figuring out what color you are. That's the hardest part of chess. So if I give a check, and for some reason if it goes here, he being the computer, not it, then it's mate. So if the computer takes on H3, then we win the rook. But our rook is falling. So do we have better? Yes, mate. Mate is better. So this is the secret sauce. And we are black. Queen is overloaded. We just take the rook and we take the knight. Okay, we are black. We have a breakthrough. So we just simply play G3. And there's nothing that can be done. And I think we push forward. Yeah, exactly. Knowing and whose turn to move it is the other part, the other hard part. Now I'm almost inclined to bring in the king, but is that necessary? If I push, honestly, I actually think I should bring in the king. This requires some calculation. H2 and yeah, and if he pushes, oh wait, no, wait, maybe I have one extra turn, right? Because he moves the bishop somewhere. I queen. No, no, no. That's still a problem, right? Because yeah. So I actually think we need to bring in the king. Our pawn can. We have 10 years to promote this pawn. There's no rush on that. Yeah. So what if he pushes the pawn here? Well, then I push my pawn. No, hang on. This is actually deceivingly difficult. Because if I bring in the king, yeah, he might just push his pawn. And then if I play h2, I'm screwed. So I guess I do have to push it. But this still looks scary, right? Because as I say, he moves the bishop, I queen, he pushes here. How do I stop him? Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to pick it off on F. So I'm going to have to, yeah, this is a tricky one. We have to then fork the king and F7 at some point. I'll look at this one with the engine after. This is actually tricky. Yeah. So it ends there. Oh, shoot. I went past it. I'm too lazy to go back. That one is trickier than it should be. This one also looks tricky. So if we go d5, because nothing else makes any sense to me, he doesn't even need to move the knight. So what is this about? Doesn't even need to move the knight. Oh, you know what it is? It's crazy. I think it's rook d3. Forget all this. We just giving checkmate. How does he stop it? He doesn't without sacrificing something. That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, that's insane. I like that puzzle. That's lovely. That's a nice one. It's simple, but that's an elegant. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so we have a check. And then I think it's going to be mated here. So check, king h7, queen f5, g6, checkmate. Yeah, should be right. Okay. We are white. Mate in 1. So I don't know what that's about. I'll take it though. This is a mate in 2. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. And we are white. That's always the hardest question. So why don't we just take the knight, because I don't see anything else, and we're just up a piece. I don't understand it. So he takes it. We just have to figure out how to defend the bishop. So it's actually bishop a6 first is the move, and then we take. So there you go. Okay, we are black. We have a discovery on the queen, which could be the rook. Okay, so if we take the queen and he recaptures, well, we're going to be just completely winning there. If he takes our queen, we can take the rook. So I think we just take the queen. If he gives us a check, I just take it. Yeah, so I don't see the problem. Again, the only thing I need to worry about is him taking the queen. Like that seems to be forced to me. And then I just take his rook. And it's equal material there, but both his rook and his bishop are under attack. and he can't deal with both. So, yeah. Okay, we are white. Whoa. So this is it. Yeah, quoted Joey Lawrence there. I got a lot of 80s references today, showing my age, man. But yeah, we needed to win the queen there. Okay, nearing the end. I think I want to go check and then check this way. I can also do it this way. So let's look at that. Oh, yeah. So here, this is forced. But I'm getting, so you know what? It is here so that we can stop. Now I'm trying to stop this mate. How do I do that? Yeah, so if we go check and then take, because he's going check here, I'm not stopping mate. And I'm not doing it here either. And I don't see how this would ever help. Interesting. Oh, it's queen c3. Yeah. So it's check, and then check, and then we can take. So it's going to be check. Yeah, and then it's queen c3. Oh no, yeah, queen c3. Are we just winning a pawn there then? Because he's no. Then we have f4, but it's all about queen c3. It's all about queen c3 here. Yeah, and then we go f4. That was nice. Yeah, that was tricky. Okay, 37. Take, and we're too active. And I think we go just to g5. Just too damn active. Too damn active. Okay, now it's going to make us think, eh? So... think f3, not f4, and then after king g6, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so the reason why I don't want f4 is because of king g6, and we're losing actually, which is funny. So f3, king g6, then f4. It's a form of triangulation. Then king f7, king h6. And then king f6, king h7. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, but then, oh, that's actually a lot trickier than I thought. Yeah, this is a lot trickier than I thought. So eventually I think I'm going to have to go to g8. Because if I can get to g8, then, and if I have a pawn here, he's going to have to go to one of these two squares. Then I have king g7, and I win the pawn. So can I do that via f3, king g6, f4? That still doesn't really make sense though, right? Because then I could just go here to begin with. Unless I don't want the double pawns. That's the thing. I'm not sure about the double pawns. So if I go f3, king g6, f4... Although he's got this though. If he goes king h7, king f6, I don't think I'm making progress. Or am I? King h6, king f7, king h7... No, I can never kick him out of those two squares. Or can I? Oh my God. This is actually, whoa, this is hard. Yeah, I'm inclined to play f3. If I go king h6 first, I am worried about this. That's probably winning though. King h6. If instead if he goes king f6, then I have these reserve tempi to work with. King h7, king f7, and I do get that lovely square, which is what I need. Although now, yeah, and then once this happens, then I always have f4. So I think it's actually king h6 but why does this not work? f3, king g6, f4. Yeah, because of this, and I don't think I'm. Yeah, so I'm going to go king h6, and I'll. Okay, that's right. Yeah, that's actually that's tricky. So I'll show you. Had I gone f3, I think he gets to. I think he gets. No, it's actually okay. It's not about 8. Yeah, he comes back here. Yeah, this is tricky, but then I can never make progress because he just mirrors me. So the difference of going to king h6, and this is I was a little bit worried about this, but I think the difference is I can choose when to make that trade. I am, yeah, and if he stays on the g pawn, I guess there's 2 ways to win. I was going to go king h7, but eventually I have to push. Now it has to be f4. It can't be f3. Yeah, this is still very, very tricky though. The problem is, yeah, no, this is just tricky. So f4, king f6, and then so eventually I was going to do this, and I was right about this. We have to do that maneuver and get there. So that was hard. Okay, we are black. Should be a mate here. So we have a check, but then after this, then I can but then I have check, right? So that it might be that. It might be king e4. If he goes to f3, then I'm winning a rook because it's check. So therefore he has to go to d3. But then do I have anything? Check. I may not have anything there. King e4, king d3, check. I don't think that works. So back to the drawing board. How about a check here? He has to move up the board. I always say he. I feel weird saying he, but and then what? Check? Is that mate? That's mate. That's a weird mate. King g3, king f4, king f3 mate, or rook f3. That's mate. What a weird mate. Okay, so boom, boom, mate in 2. Okay, last one. So I think it's check, check. So check, he takes with the rook, check, and then mate next move. Or it's not quite mate next move. His queen is covering d8, but we have a check here, king g8. And that's actually not, I don't know if that's winning. Then we can go back, check here. I didn't realize that I can actually take on f7. I don't know why I didn't think I could do that. We can just take on f7. And he's got 2 legal moves. So if he goes to h8, then it's mate. It's just mate in 2. I don't know why. Yeah, it's funny that I didn't see this. It's a simple mate in 2. Rook f7, king goes to one of these squares, and then just queen e8. Very strange that I didn't see that. I'm not expecting it to be so easy. And you can actually go mate here too, mate in 3, but mate in 2 is better. So both, oh wait, sorry, his rook's covering it. Yeah, so it's just mate here. And we're done. I'll get one wrong on purpose now. So that took a bit over 31 minutes, which is not great, but not bad. Oh, hit the 40. Oh, whoa, almost spilled the coffee. Oh, that's work. That is work. Oh, it's not fun. It's work. Okay, I'm going to play a game now. Hopefully some people watch this stream after it's live because nobody's watching right now. Yeah, okay. Game time. Oh, maybe I know why people aren't watching it because I posted a video, not a stream, but an actual video like 4 hours ago, and they're probably just overloaded with too much content. I think that's why. I could actually do a lot of things here. Okay, let's go knight f6. Do we want b6 or d6? Okay, let's go b6. And shall we do this right away? We shall. We shall. Is e5 a thing? Okay, d6 next. He's playing very quickly. My opponent is. I'm going to reroute this over to e4. So he might play something like queen e2 or queen c2. We hop on over. Yeah, hop on over. Okay, so do I want knight e4 and to like trade that off again? I think I do. Might sneeze. No, I won't sneeze. Actually, I should have considered taking it on f3. That was probably best. I should have considered it. I didn't consider. The mistake is not even considering it. Whether it was the best move or not doesn't matter. I'm angry that I didn't consider it. Now, I kind of want to take with the pawn. And then d5. Your phone rang. Stop showing off. Ooh, I got so many friends and my phone won't stop ringing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn if I want to take with the f pawn or the bishop. Normally I would take with the f pawn here, but this would force queen e2. And then eventually he has knight d2. So yeah, maybe yeah, let's. Okay, so bing bang boom. He may not take. And then I'm a little unsure how to. Okay, yeah, let's stick with the standard. But earlier I should have considered the bishop takes f3. And it didn't even cross my line of consideration, and that annoys me. So we'll pre-move here. I'm getting hungry. Getting hungry. Okay, knight f1. Okay, normally people automatically take on d5, so I'm not quite sure what to do here when they don't do that. I think it's time to maneuver the queen to the king side. So he might play knight g3 here. Otherwise, why? Yeah, otherwise, why put the knight there? And h5 is a possibility. Is c5 a thing? Maybe. I don't know if I want to really open this up, though. I don't. Yeah, I'm in some uncharted territory here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this wasn't the best. Should I do that? Okay. Here we go. A weird ass move, but a weird ass move with a purpose. Okay, so now he takes. Interesting. Ooh, I gotta be, yeah, the opening of lines is scaring me a little. Now he has a possible discovery on c7, but I'm not too concerned about it. This bishop sucks for white. So this h5 stressed was very weird. For me, it looks very, very weird, but it serves an important purpose, and yeah, make him run away. So now queen f7 threatens to win a couple pawns. He can move the knight again, and that's his idea. So I could play g5 to thwart it. Then he has knight g3 again, but then I can come in. So g5, yeah, this is very double-edged, but I'm going to play it in for a penny, in for a pound. And then queen f7, which forces rook f1, and he's fine there. But is he? Yes, he is. But then he's getting a little tied up, so I am going to go for this. So rook f1, and then bishop a6. So this knight can now no longer move. Okay, so here I was just going to push. So now he's screwing himself. What the hell was that? Come on, give me some credit. What the hell was this about? He wants to go to h1? Oh, I guess he can go here. Oh, okay, maybe it's interesting. Maybe it's interesting, but so passive. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so I do like black here. It's very, very aggressive play from me. His queen can't move because it's defending f2. His knight, yeah, his knight can move, but his queen can't really move. I could open up lines. I don't want to. I could threaten. Oh, there we go. So it actually doesn't do anything there, but let's put it on a6. Again, his queen can't move, so he has two squares to go to if I go to d3. He's got b2 and d2. And actually, I've got bishop, so he's really running out of squares here, right? Like if I put the bit, so he covers it. Now he only has one square, and I could almost sack. Okay, I'm going to actually do this because he has to go queen d2. I might even have bishop b4 here, sacking the bishop, because then we have we have check, and it's not mate, but it's pretty freaking close. So I might have a5 bishop b4, but yeah, this is very interesting. Queen d2. Oh man, I'm so clear-headed. Queen d2, bishop b4, queen b4. Yeah. So bing, bang, boom, and I can win the bishop. Now his queen gets active, and then he's got rook f7, but then I have check, and it's mate. So I think I'm going to go for this. This is oh, he's got bishop c3. What a bastard. Ah. He's offering me a draw. No, thank you. Hopefully he's not watching my stream. There's a weird draw offer. That's too bad. This almost worked. Okay, I'm not in a rush. I'm going to play rook a c8. I was thinking c5 here, but I don't really want to commit to that. Is this a move? h3? Whoa. So I can kick him out, and because this can't work. There's no way. So let's kick him out. I could repeat the position, or I could play c5. Okay, I'm going to repeat it once, twice, 3 times a lady. Okay, and then I think c5. Ah, no, that opens up his bishop. Okay, is h3 a thing? Could be. What if he pushes? Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, interesting move. I'm really pushing for a win here. I don't want to draw a 2000. I'm very low on the clock, though. Yeah, giving him a problem here to solve. Okay. So I didn't really have anything in mind here. It looked good. And yeah, it's not so bad, right? So yeah, let's start with the queen. Question mark. And then if knight g3, then I can come in here and I'm threatening mate. I guess he can oh, bastard. He can force the queens off. Yeah. A bit of a bastard. Okay, so he's got queen d1. Or that. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, I could keep it on, honestly, but yeah, this is a kind of important decision. But okay, we're gonna do this. Take with the rook. Take with the rook. Although, yeah, take with the rook. I might have had better there, but I'm down to 2 minutes here. Oh man, I had a completely winning position. Okay. So we probably want to lock this up. Very low on the clock. And then I'm going to go to f8. He's going to have to defend Do I ever want this knight? He was threatening to take there. I was going to go to f8 anyways. Okay, so we might be able to grab a rook here after this. I think we win the rook. What a haha. We win the rook, you son of a bitch. Bishop b4. Never mind. It doesn't win a rook. Because once he comes here, bishop b4, he takes on c7. It almost wins a rook. If I could defend it again. Once he comes here, then I have rook c8. A bit of a hope chess move. So now we're threatening it. Oh, okay. Okay, it's kind of interesting that he sees everything I say on stream. My paranoia coming out now. Just lets his knight come in. Let's go back here. But it's kind of funny. Every single tactic he defended against. Now, there weren't many. There was like 2 or 3 points where that happened. I don't know about this. I only have a minute left, so I'm going to flag here. It's probably not a good move. But yeah, he saw all my tricks, like every single trick. I had a lot of tricks. He saw every single one. This guy's beaten me 2-0 in the past too. Okay, sorry. I'm being negative. I'm always paranoid, when I'm streaming. Because a lot of people do snipe. And a lot of those tactics, were not so obvious. He saw every single one. He saw every single one. I don't know what this last move was about. I have no time, though. I really have to pick up the pace. This rook can never move, right? Because I'm going to take on f2. So let's just make some moves. I need to be playing so much quicker. He may be trying to go to h1 or f1, defend that way. If I take this way, he has to take this way. But I don't have anything after that. Hello, Alex N. I think I'm going to go to g5. So g5, and then maybe even here. It does allow a check, and then he can come in here, but yeah, I might do that. Waddle back and forth. Yeah, some waddling, and just not over. Oh, I didn't even know it. I didn't even hear him move. I'm pissed now. How much time did I lose? Because I didn't hear him move. I lost like 30 seconds there. I didn't hear him move. I'm freaking pissed. I didn't hear him move. Oh, that's so... Waste of a game. Because I didn't hear him move. Waste of a game because I didn't hear him move. Okay, I'm going to try to put this bishop here. That's actually a really, really, really good idea. But I lost crucial like 20 seconds or something. Because I'm hard of hearing. Literally, I'm hard of hearing. I should have done this idea earlier, but... That was a blunder. Oh, so what's that? So is no, not so was that. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Ah. That was stressful. But yeah, he saw every tactic I had. No, the key of that was recognizing to reroute the bishop here. That changed. That was how to win. Well, yeah, he saw every. Like a lot of the tactics that I had they weren't super obvious. But I'm just being a paranoid Kramnik right now. I just want to see how recent his other games against me were. Thank you, people. Thank you, chat. Oh, wait. I'm wrong. Yeah. Sorry. He won the 2 previous games. So his 2 previous games were kind of recent. 6 months and a year ago. And then another one now. Every 6 months we're having a game, it looks like. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. So let's take a look at that without the engine. And I'm not insinuating he's cheating. It's just frustrating when they see every single tactic because I thought they were pretty subtle, and there were a lot of them. And he saw every single one. Okay, so anyways, we had the ready, and I played the classical Dutch against it. He played kind of a weird, very, very passive setup against my Dutch. Good night, Silver Sun. See you tomorrow. And yeah, so I played my typical setup. And I do regret this because I never considered taking on f3, and I should have considered it. I never even considered it. And it's probably best. So takes, queen e8. It's probably best. It's probably like -1 or something. And I didn't even consider it. I should have. So we had this. I'm not sure about taking with the pawn. Maybe I should have taken with the bishop. I think like he doesn't have a light squared bishop. So often what happens is black would take on c3 here. No, even then, yeah, I'm still trying to learn the properties of when I should take with a pawn or not. The reason I didn't take with the bishop is because after he moves the queen somewhere and then knight e2, I wasn't so sure about that. So yeah, and then he didn't take on d5. The h5 looks really weird, but I think it works, and so I played it. And then we did a lot of juggling around with his knight. And then this is where I saw the one tactic of going bishop d3. Or no, even before I think I saw it. Oh no, maybe it was here. And then sacrificing the bishop, and then he saw this. Oh no. Maybe he didn't see this. It just didn't work anymore. Because yeah, he didn't see it. So I'm wrong on this, I admit. He didn't defend against it. I just saw that he had bishop c3. If he didn't have bishop c3, then I was thinking about sacking the bishop and then check and then taking on b2. Winning a pawn. He does get active, but I think that's good for me. I'm still not sure. That might be bad for me. So I didn't do that. And then I kicked out his rook because I don't want it there. And then, yeah, repeated a couple times. Then I played h3. I didn't see exactly what I was going to do, but just opening up lines to his king. And we have rooks that can go to the H file. It seemed good. And yeah, so I brought in the bishop to help attack. He traded off queens. I might have had something better here than bishop d7. But yeah, maybe I don't. Yeah, so we got this. And I did a lot of juggling around. I was low on the clock here. Eventually, I realized that I can reroute this bishop to d3, and that was the winning plan, ultimately. But it took me a long time to figure that out. But eventually I did. Not yet. Now, I finally see it. And there we go. And then he dropped. He was a little. I mean, he had a lot more time than I did here. There was no reason for him to drop the rook. So had he defended it, I'm taking on f2. So he needs to do nothing here. He needs to do nothing. So bishop a1, and he's probably okay. Although I think, no, he's in trouble though. Or maybe he's not in trouble. Because if I have rook h8, threatening check here, so I think he has to go knight g3. But then he's losing here, so I think I am winning. This bishop a6 maneuver was the secret sauce. And then I'm very, very low on the clock here. And then I didn't take again on e3 because of bishop c1. I was very low on the clock here because I didn't see that it was my move a few moves ago. Going back in time, I probably would just take on f2. That's the simplest way to play this. And I think he missed some stuff. Like, I don't know if this is winning or... No, that's probably still winning for me, right? I just bring in the king or bring in the rook. Yeah, and then just a time scramble. I was very low on the clock here. I had basically 5 seconds. I was pre-moving most of this. And then he actually flags. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. Oh, somebody ran it already. So, yeah, I don't care about stuff here because I had no time. But I care about this. I care about this blunder. What the hell was that about? Or maybe... Okay, well, the first thing I'm curious about is if I should have taken on f3 once he played queen c2. Yeah, so it's the best move by a little bit. So it takes and then queen e8 probably. No, it doesn't like queen e8 as the top move. It's not a bad move though. It's suggesting bishop f6. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know how accurate that is. So I'll look at that more. I think this is fine. And then if like king h1, it still wants bishop f6, but because I was thinking bringing in the queen, right? But no. I don't understand bishop f6 at all. So if rook g1, so it just wants to play this slow. Okay, so I don't know about taking on f3 is not so clear. But knight d7 apparently allows e4, which I did forget about e4. So second best was c5. And then if e4, again, this bishop f6. So yeah, maybe taking on f3 is the best here. I totally forgot about e4. So, I don't know if I should really take on c3 here. So this is actually kind of a tricky position. And this was my one blunder of the game. D5 apparently is winning. Because I think we're dropping the F pawn. If we defend it, and this is not the best move. It's because of knight G5. Oh my God. So I got to be careful about this D5 move. Totally missed that. Yeah, that's one problem. Maybe that's the point, one of the points of bishop F6. If we go back. Because bishop F6, we don't have to worry about knight G5 anymore. That might be one of the points behind it. But yeah, I forgot. I have to be careful about this knight F6 move. Yeah, even knight G5 right away it's not nearly as good, but it can be played, right? And then we have to defend the E6 pawn. So yeah, tricky. So queen E8 first if we don't take the knight, and then if E4. I was going to take, but apparently that's not great. Bishop F6 again. Okay, this is complicated. And then E5. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. That's just plain up. No, yeah, that's just straight complicated. Yeah, so queen H5. Oh, sorry, it didn't like bishop F6. It wanted knight F6 now. And then if knight G5, then we have another piece on E4. Still complicated though, honestly. Yeah, so probably just taking that knight is too pesky. So just grab it. Okay. And then I was curious about taking with the pawn was the best move. It was better than bishop takes. And then had he taken, this is much better. So it was wise that he didn't. And yeah, so this was all good. So I guess I did play that correctly. And then H5 was good. So I played all of this correctly. And it was really just once I got into some time trouble. Now I'm a little surprised here because it's saying that I lost my advantage, but I was under a minute at this point. So I should have rerouted this bishop much sooner, but it took me a while. And then here I'm down to like 13 seconds, but yeah, this allowed bishop C1. I kept forgetting about it, but yeah, he should have won this game, I think. Well, it's hard to say because I do have 11 seconds, but he has 26 seconds. I think he should have been able to draw or win this game because yeah, I'm a really slow player. Actually, I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I think I just played the one game. But chat is kind of dead tonight. And yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. So did 40 on Puzzle Streak, and then I played this one game. I may or may not be back tomorrow streaming because I have round 2 for my tournament. So we will see. I would say like a 40% chance I'll stream tomorrow. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. See you next time.